Paul Stoner, CEO, Big and Scott, joined by Russell Cambridge. You know the man. You know why we're here. Office of the month for March.
Yep.
I want to talk about a couple of things because there's lots of doom and gloom again in the newspapers, and talk to the public, and their prices are going to come down. Prices are going to come down. You've just had one of your record months in terms of sales.
Yep.
What are you seeing price-wise?
Prices are still firm, still strong, Paul. 46 deals where we're normally aiming at about 30, so 50% up. And prices were firm and good across the board.
Amazing. So there is a bit of a negative story, if you like, on rentals because they're so hard to get.
Yep.
And there's not as many available, so that's a little bit different. But
fair to say, I reckon the amount of properties that we're leasing, Paul, is close to half what we're used to doing on a monthly basis. And when we would traditionally sell 20 properties and 10 of them would become available as rental properties, that's down to 20 sales, maybe one.
Yeah. And then you were saying before, you've got this preparation period now too, where they've got to have the safety checks done and the compliance and so forth.
Minimum standards.
And some are behind, so they need to be brought up to scratch before they're rentable.
Yep. So, and a lot of landlords or property owners are just simply saying it's not worth doing.
Yeah.
With the land tax, having to upgrade the property so there's a decent number of properties sitting out there. This is quite sad, really. Sitting vacant. Yeah. Now, if we put a for lease board on those properties, they would actually rent.
Yeah.
I'm surprised there's not some sort of mechanism where a tenant could sign a disclaimer, say, look, we just want to live there. Like the good old house sharing days in the universities and around the universities, people would just share and enjoy and make do. But no, apparently that's not acceptable. So these properties are just sitting vacant.
Yeah, it's a problem, and it's a problem that has been created because of the minimum standards and the compliance side of things, which are all fine and justified, but it's creating a backlog.
Yeah,
a massive backlog. So same time last year, you're up deal-wise.
Yep, about 20 deals more than this time last year because we're obviously 3 or 4 months in. And so 20, that's a decent increase, isn't it?
It is, absolutely a decent increase.
Hey, look, credit to the guys. They're running really hard.
Yep.
We're doing about 50 open for inspections on a Saturday. That's massive. Mm-hmm. Traditionally, it's been about 30, 35 on a Saturday. Now they're doing 50. Brilliant. And our days aren't taken up on a Saturday with auction, because a lot of these properties are selling midweek beforehand, or we're just calling the auction on the Thursday, so we're freed up on the Saturday. And properties sell.
Yeah, it's great. It's a matter of doing it.
Great market.
So when I've interviewed members of the team over the months, they talk about ones that haven't had a lot of inquiry, they might cut back the length of that open for inspection to spend it on the ones that have shown quite a bit of people booking in, so which is all good agency.
Absolutely. Look, if you've got one buyer and they're paying the money that the owner's wanting, the owners are prepared to do the deal. They're on the market for a reason. They'll do the sale. Then of course, you might have, week one, you might have 3 or 4 interested parties. You can call an auction earlier and do it on Zoom, whatever takes everyone's fancy. We obviously get the 3 buyers permission to call a Zoom auction, that they feel comfortable that's the way to do it. Get the owners on board and Zoom it is. Sometimes you might get a buyer say, no, I'm not prepared to go that way. So we just stick to the pattern that we're already in. So. But flexibility is the name of the game.
So we've just had school holidays. Appraisal activity, how's that all going?
Very, very busy. Loads of appraisals. A lot of properties being sold because they don't meet minimum standards of rentals, and a lot of landlords are just bailing out of the marketplace. They might have 2 or 3 rental properties, and because it's a staggered sort of holding rate, they've just got to offload properties. So. Is that what the government need to achieve? I've no idea, but it's causing a problem with the rental market. But these properties are selling, and they're selling to home buyers who are prepared to spend that money to get them up to scratch. So maybe that's what they wanted to achieve. I've no idea.
Who knows?
The world's going round. It's still working. It's still selling. Loads of activity.
But it's certainly creating turnover, and that's very interesting. And it's a messy zone at the moment.
Yeah, it is. I feel sorry for the tenants, Just not the stock available. And you put a board out and, 30 groups turn up to have a look at these properties, and it's hard to know how to break the stalemate when there's, of those 30, 10 of them want to apply for it. How do you do that? You
can't.
It's not
You
easy.
can't. You can't. So predictions for sort of going into close to winter now?
It's going to be busy.
Yeah.
It's going to continue to be busy. There's plenty of stock coming on the market. It's kind of a great time to be a buyer and a great time to be a seller. Everyone seems to be in a positive mood. So, I think there's some stability about interest rates. People know what they can borrow. They know what they can spend.
Yep.
Any shuffle in the prices has already happened. So it's just, here's the property. Do you want to buy it? Yes, I do. Transaction done.
Yeah. So the small tweaks that we made, you could even say during COVID, where every auction is for sale.
Yep.
That's still the world that we're living in. It's like
It certainly is.
get things done quicker, and you'll find, if you're someone in the public that's just stumbled across this video, you'll find that our job now is to make it happen a lot quicker than it used to.
Isn't it funny?
Which is determined by you, really.
We actually thought it would settle down this year.
Yeah.
It hasn't.
No, it hasn't. No.
And in a weird sort of way, maybe we learned some valuable lessons during COVID. Flexibility and pivoting was the catch cry back then, and it's still the case. So, but obviously, the guys have to be attuned to make sure that they keep everybody informed as to what's happening if there is a change in that in that particular marketing of that property. So that's vitally
So communication levels have lifted.
That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, perfectly put.
Yeah, fantastic. Any other changes your guys have had to make in the last couple of months?
No. Just well, apart from just run harder. Work harder, run harder.
We seem to say that every video.
I know.
They're sprinting now.
But you know what? They're achieving it. They're doing it. Take your breaks, take your holidays, have a bit of time off. Like Ed and I have done, and you've just done yourself.
Yes.
But, come back running, and
Or come back more tired.
come back more time. Yeah, no. How was your trip?
My trip was fantastic. Thank you.
Fantastic.
Yeah, Vietnam will do that.
Yeah, well, I went to the opposite. I went to Europe, and it was freezing.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Congratulations to the team. Massive month. Keep the good work up. Hopefully we see some release in rental properties over the next couple of months, because it's quite a depressing section of the market to be involved in at the moment. And thanks for watching, everyone.
Welcome to Mercedes-Benz Toorak. Here at the Home of Luxury, our friendly and knowledgeable team are here to showcase and demonstrate to you the Mercedes-Benz of your dreams. With a remarkable range of demonstrator vehicles here on site in Toorak, why would you choose to buy your next Mercedes-Benz anywhere else? Bookings are essential to secure your VIP test drive experience this weekend, so reach out now. We look forward to welcoming you to Mercedes-Benz Toorak, the Home of Luxury.